just that. Then there was extreme poverty, right? So there was literally outhouses, right? Like I'm from here. We sit down, like. So for me, the entire summer was leaving my luxury, really ultra. Like even though like we were not rich growing up, like we were, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment,
like middle class.
I would even say lower middle until my pops did his thing, man. He fucking did his thing.
Good for him.
But for a while, he had to. I mean, he came in with nothing, man. So to see that and to leave, even leaving as a like what would be considered low income, poor, by American standards, when I would compare it to what they were living in, I was the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
I remember because my dad would leave me there 2 months at a time, man. And I remember fantasizing about Doritos one summer, like fuck, I want and hot dogs, and like their food would make me sick because they never have power. They never had power. Like 80% of the time, the power would go off
because the grid, right? It was override.
That and really corruption, man. They would shut it down and sell it to neighboring countries. They didn't give a fuck that the Albanians didn't have electricity. It's a fuck them. Turn it down, sell it to like Greece.
Isn't the water fucked up too?
No, the water's actually pretty amazing out there.
Was it? I thought my
because they have the mountains, man.
No, it was in Kosovo. The water was fucked up, right?
Some parts something happened, man. I think they poisoned the well or some shit. But no, like in the mountains, the water is amazing. But yeah, you're right. There was recently they had something actually where, my family's not too far from. It was scary. There was something going on in the water. They had a poisoning or some shit. They said Serbians dumped some poison.
Start another fucking war.
Yeah, but you know what it is, man? Listen, a lot of them don't want war. A lot of Albanians don't want war. I think what happens is these powers that be, 100%, I think if we take a step back and really look at why, yes, we've had some bad blood, absolutely, throughout history. But I think even the Serbian people know that all those wars did not benefit them financially. Like, we're all poor. What the fuck did any of us win? Nothing. We won nothing. And now they're trying to push us again to fight because they need a distraction from everything else that's going on. If Taiwan gets hit, and I believe it will, I think when we see that, we're witnessing the end of our power. That fucking missile going in the air for me was terrifying, brother. It was so depressing. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
To say, what the fuck? And to know that our people gave them that capability.
And they did.
Okay, they did.
And you can Google that. So if you don't believe Beck, you can Google that.
They fucking gave it to them.
Yeah,
okay, and on top of that, just ask yourself one question.
Who gave it to them?
Why the fuck we went to Vietnam? Why did we go to North Korea? Just to make them a superpower? The country that starts with a C? So, I mean, it could just go on and on. I mean, if people can't see it by now. Forget conservative, liberal, forget all that. Forget Republican, Democrat.
And I think you're with me on this. Forget red and blue.
I hate them
You
all,
just
bro.
want what's for best, right?
For this country, man.
That's it. I don't care red, blue, green, purple.
I don't care who you are, what's your skin color. You want to be with men, women,
Whatever.
Just don't be with kids.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
What you do in your bed is your fucking problem.
Exactly.
Don't worry about teaching my kid what to do in the bed.
But don't push it on me.
Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Teach your kid however you want. Just don't fuck with me. That's all.
Now,
we'll live and let live.
I gotta ask you this because I can obviously tell you're a fucking smart guy, and it's kind of like a screwball question, but just America, let's say. Why do you? I've asked other people and they never give me the answer I'm looking for. Why the only thing I can think of is control, but it's not even that. It can't be that. Why the fuck do we get involved in wars with other countries that cost us the taxpayer money? You sitting there on fucking YouTube all day, the 17 different, companies you have to survive the way you want, right? Why the fuck do we get involved in other people's business where they've been fighting wars for hundreds and hundreds of years? And yeah, you can pop Saddam Hussein. That was a great fucking idea because the guy after him was way worse than fucking
We
Saddam.
fucking put him in.
Yeah, and they should have just kept Saddam there because at least he had control of the fucking country.
I'll tell you, what just happened, okay, to me, being near the World Trade Center and underneath it.
Yeah.
Literally in the E-train, which is underneath.
It's right underneath it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the sublevels when they got hit. To have experienced all of that, to see them crumble literally in front of my eyes at the age of 19. And 20 years later, because, when it happened, all you heard, Bush Jr. doing was, we're going to take out the Taliban. We're going to take out the Taliban. We're going to take out. We fucking just gave it right back to them after 20 years of destruction, trillions of dollars. millions of lives lost. What the fuck, man? And I'm not saying, because listen, even Trump was pulling out. So for me, like, regardless of what happened here in the end, it didn't matter. It was all a waste. All that fucking money. Listen, this summer, forget the money part of it. How about the human toll, man? To me, the human toll is more. Millions of people dead, bro.
Over what?
Nothing. It was
Thank
all
you.
one big waste. And to me, it's disgusting that it's just how everyone's not angry. Everyone should be angry. Trillions of dollars. I went to Flint, Michigan this summer. I was filming a documentary that should have been released already, but I don't have time, brother. Because of everything that's happened in New York City, my life's in turmoil. Also, launched season 2. We did well, really well. You know, first season of Beck Lover and the Comeback Team, the podcast that we do. All this shit going on. My life's in turmoil right now, man. This has impacted me, man. It's impacted all of us. I've lost people. I can't tell you how many people I've lost to suicide, bro, in the last couple of years. If I'd have told you the one guy I just lost, I would never have imagined this guy, right? People relapsing. I mean, the list goes on. Everything we've been through.
Because of the epidemic?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You got a real jerk
not even
off.
because of the pen. The way they handled it.
The way they handled it.
Okay,
Yeah.
locking people in their homes. I just fought my entire children's school board. I'm the only one that has no mask on his kids out of 300 parents. Okay? I see these same parents. They attacked me. I said, I just saw you at Outback Steakhouse, motherfucker. If that's safe for you and your kids, how can you leave them like this for years? I go, what the fuck? Are you that lazy? What scared the shit out of me? Because I didn't understand it in the beginning. I had friends that were in from day one, man.
Yeah.
Supposedly one of my friends got like, I don't know, but we don't talk no more. But whatever. Suppose he has like a
Yeah, some of them got like 7 million, 8 million, but they got in at the right time.
Yeah,
and
they
then
just
got
sat
out.
on it.
But that's like 1 in
Yeah.
100K.
Here's my issue, and what alarmed me about that whole arena is the blockchain.
The blockchain. Yeah.
Once I understood what that was, right away the light bulb that went off in my head was total domination, total control, nothing hidden. Not that you should have to hide, but like nothing, everything is out in the open. There's nowhere to escape. Entanglement, right? So my issue with crypto is I believe this whole fantasy is to get us used to it. They will never allow something they can't control.
Thank you.
So what I believe is they got us used to it. They made us romantic fucking story. Because think about it. It was such a weird concept, right? I still trust hard currency. From what I understand, one of the biggest banks has like 80% of the world's silver. Those rules changed during a certain president's term, not the last one, the one before that.
Right.
And they manipulated the price down, if I'm not mistaken, of silver. I'm not a financial analyst.
You're correct. And the only reason I know is because I had a guy.
About 80%,
Yeah.
right? From what I heard this years ago. So I said, okay, something's up. So
he told me 85%. And this is a guy that he's really heavy into it.
So it could be and I'm not saying that there won't be crypto, but I don't think it's going to be the ones everyone thinks it's going to be. I think this thing is going to be some massive fucking just destroy everybody in the end. And all they got to do is destroy the perceived value. You just gave an example, right? So they can say, okay, yeah, everyone we all have crypto, but if none of these corporations accept it, what is it really worth? It'll crash overnight. It won't be 60,000 a coin. That's because the perceived value of everyone's saying it's going to be accepted. It's going to be mainstream. This is all speculation. So for me, I think there will be crypto, one that they control, backed by blockchain, mark of the beast type shit. If you want to just keep it simplified on that point where nothing is hidden, everything, if something leaves a warehouse in China or in America, like everything is seen.
I couldn't agree with you more. Because here's the other thing with the crypto. Do you really think that the fucking IRS is going to allow this to happen for this long? Hell no. And if you remember when it first came out, first you could buy it with a credit card or a debit card. Then all of a sudden Chase said, nope. If you bought crypto with Chase, they cancel my account.
Back in the day.
Yeah, like years ago, a couple years, when it first started popping off. Then Bank of America would cancel you. Now they're starting to accept it again. But like you said, I'm with you. I think this is just, they're letting this go like unregulated for a period of time to get you used to it. Then the GOV comes in.
Here's our version.
Here's our version, and now it's accepted everywhere. And now we have control. And what else do we have with all the other shit going on? Population control.
And you have the certificate, right? So this all, we already know, and some of the rumors I've heard, and I'm trying to listen, it's hard to keep all of those.
Yeah, oh, fuck. It would drive you nuts.
the document that allows us to go into places. I don't like to use the words because you know what it does to the show.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, I'm
Starts
trying to.
with a V.
Yeah,
I just say V.
at least one of us has to survive
Yes.
communism. I'm dead of it. They kill. I was going
yeah.
like this with my career on YouTube, and then someone's like, "Fuck you! You said that word, you're done."
Yeah.
So protect your account. You're the last one left. If you're gonna lose your account, make it worth it, man.
Yeah. So we say V and I. You know what I'm saying with the
of
I?
course.
Which does.
Yeah. I mean, the fact your account survived with Roger Stone on it to me is a miracle.
Me too. The last
like,
one I thought for sure. I was like,
And that
oh,
time when you disappeared, I literally thought they fucking kicked your door in and took you, bro.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, damn, fuck it. That's why I'm never interviewing him. I said to myself, I'm not interviewing that guy. That's what went through my thoughts.
Yeah.
That's what I found out later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In any event, man. And what do you think about this NFT, man?
I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of holes. I think
I got no fucking time. NFC, I got no fucking time to master. But you know what? There's a lot going on with that too. It's so volatile, that market. And for those that don't know, that listen to your show, basically, it's a lot more than just a JPEG. People think it's these little pictures. Now, to me, I think people are going to get burned on that shit. I think the real shit's coming later.
See, I'm with you on that too.
Like, okay, I'm going to buy this fucking picture for 10 grand of some fucking monkey in space. Like, no, man. Like, what can be done with NFTs, that's interesting shit.
Go ahead, explain.
So basically, like if I'm a famous artist or a musician or whatever, like that's just one aspect of it. I'm not a master on this, bro.
Yeah, me neither.
But crypto gave life to that, right?
Right.
Because it's backed by blockchain.
Right. Blockchain's the base for everything.
It's what keeps everything whole from an accounting perspective.
Right.
Debit, credit, you see everything. There's no bullshit, no games, no gimmicks. It's like a ledger that everyone has access to.
Good example.
Damn, so I am starting to understand this shit. I really don't consider
You're
myself.
like teaching yourself as you're talking.
Yeah, so it's just interesting. So basically, if I was Jay-Z, I could sell one of my songs. I mean, Damon Dash was trying to. That's why I heard there was like a lawsuit. He was trying to sell the album as an NFT,
and he got cooked.
And you can sell pieces of it, right?
Yeah.
So we could collectively own this, and we're the only ones that have the digital rights to it. So basically, it can be anything, any type of possession that can be owned digitally, whether it's artwork, pictures, music. But they're saying that you can do even crazier things with this.
I don't think it will go anywhere, Beck.
I don't know, man.
I think they'll deaden it.
I think that'll be important if they fucking plug into our brains and all we have is a virtual reality. Then that'll be important.
Right.
Other than that, at that point, I'd rather be dead.
I'm dead set that Musk is going to come out with that Neurolink. I had Robert
That
Beto
ties into that, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, now when you put it in that perspective, I agree with you. I had Robert Beto in, who is his partner. Robert Beto, Dan wasn't here. The other engineer, Rob, was here. And he proved. You need to know?
No, do they sponsor you?
What's that? No,
they should. This is fucking good stuff.
Yeah, that's
Rockstar.
Yeah, sponsored back.
Woke me right up. I'm up.
Yeah, it's good. So Robert Beto developed a anti-propulsion system. So it does. There's nothing pushing out of the back. It's anti-gravity basically, and he had all the patents and all the shit. So it wasn't like he was just talking shit. There was proof behind everything. So he developed a propulsion system that the day he was going to meet Elon for the last and final test of the prototype. And it can go at 99.6% at the light of speed. So it can get to Mars in 7 days. Proven. We pulled shit up left and right. He explained it all. It wasn't like, hey, I developed something that can do this. And the guy developed something with water to create waves into electricity, and he fucking provided electric to this island that was in the middle of nowhere.
I heard about that. I think that was public.
Yeah, that's public. So now he's doing that. So now we keep going, and he goes, the Big Bang never happened, which I kind of thought it didn't anyway, but I said, get the fuck out of here. So the guy's got shit like this. Now they're already preloaded, and like I think it looked like you had a similar machine. And, bro, you go through one by one from the scope from Chile, where you can really see, never happened. It was just heat. So now the problem that they have is we can almost go to the speed of light, right? And in his belief, there is life in the Milky Way, but we can't see it because of all the dust, all the collisions of particles, okay? So the problem we have is that now we have the speed, we can get there. But how the fuck do you get through the matter? Because if you throw this, if this little piece would hit the spaceship that we have now going at the speed of light, it would explode.
Yeah, you can't.
A paint chip would blow it into pieces. So now you have the problem. How the fuck are you going to get through the matter? Because shit's constantly colliding, right? So that's where they're at. And my relation to all that other shit is something like that, and even the Neuralink, it's got to get approved. We already know that if it was up to today, it would never get approved because that would mean control, loss of control. You know what I'm saying? So I think that eventually it will get, or he'll just put it in fucking Germany. And now you got Alzheimer's, you got autism, whatever. You fly to Germany, put that fucking wire in. They were showing me the wire. Like it's like a fishing rod. So they go back in here, just a tiny little hole. And they put like a fishing rod in with a chip.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that. You got Alzheimer's? Believe me, you won't be saying fuck that.
No, that's different.
On the other end of that, he never felt welcome there because the people there from the time that they were born were raised to hate us.
And war.
And war.
But we put them in power.
But and again, to my question to you from earlier, and there's no answer to it other than they're idiots. Why fucking get involved? That's their shit for the last goddamn fucking million years back, right?
Yeah.
These wars are never going to end.
Well, they're very tribal people, you know.
But leave them alone. Let them fight their own fucking wars. Why the fuck are we going there and getting into all that bullshit?
I agree, man. I mean, you know, the funniest thing to me is that at least when I was in high school, probably same thing for you. I don't think we're that far off the mark with age here. We were taught in school that we were a laissez-faire nation. We've never fucking been like, to me, the conference. We're a country that never wants to fight, and they that. When I look back at it, that was straight fucking propaganda.
Yeah.
No, we were not a fucking laissez-faire nation. We got involved in every fucking conflict from the minute we started our revolution.
Every conflict we jumped in.
I just remember learning the term laissez-faire in high school in a historical textbook. That was a lie. So to acknowledge these things is what people. Why is it so hard for people to acknowledge this doesn't make sense, or this is fucked up, or maybe it is me. Let me take a step back, because they are thinking with emotion and not logic, and it's hard to turn emotion off because there's some truth mixed into that, and I get it, and that's the fucking problem. They use or they mix, and that's actually a term from the Quran also. I'm not here to preach this.
I mean, this sounds fucked up, but I actually thought it made a lot of sense.
Truth with falsehood.
Yeah.
Right? When you mix it, so it's contaminated.
What's up?
But in any event,
this is exactly why your channel probably got nixed. That we were over there for the simple reason of we had to act like we were trying to do something, and we never had a plan of how to actually leave this country in power. So we walked away from everything that we just did, and we pretty much everybody that died for absolutely fucking nothing. This is why your channel probably took a dip, because trying to wake people up where we are right now. It's almost
listen, I take it personal, man. As someone that was
I would too
in the World Trade Center.
In the World Trade Center, lost.
Watching that happen, then the whole thing with the air, and then having family go serve, and I had the pleasure of having Heather Blassie on my show, which hopefully some of these people that came on my show now, they're like, "Fuck, why'd I go on this guy's show?" Like I had this one reporter, I'm not gonna mention her name. She worked for fucking Page 6. We had a nice episode. I think when she saw some of the videos I put out during this whole couple of years, she just blocked my number. I called her. I had like a hot tip for her, like a sick tip. To report for gossip.
To help her out, yeah.
Amazing story. She was like, click, click, click. She blocked. I'm like, what the fuck did I ever do to her? It purely just doesn't agree with
In New York, Page 6 is like all the drama.
It's like TMZ before.
Yeah.
They used to be better than TMZ. Bigger.
Yeah.
But
now it's all corrupted.
So, yeah, for me, it was just like, what the fuck did I do to her? And the only thing I could think of is she didn't like the message I was broadcasting.
Well, she's brainwashed. And see, what happens is people are on the internet or watching TV, but they don't do their own research, right? They just take verbatim what somebody says. Where you need to get books, and you need to read, shit like NCBI.
I just have this weird fantasy where we should be burying books, bro. Like, that's how valuable old knowledge will be, man.
You know what? I agree with you.
Like, I wrote a manifesto, man. Not like the onesie cycles.
Yeah,
I wrote for my kids. This is the way the world was before. They may tell you this, they may tell you that. This is really how it was. This is what happened. This is how we lost our way.
Yeah.
There's so many things that have changed the course of our history. And I don't want to get into all that because I'm already I feel like I'm like
it wears you out. It wears me.
I just
out
want to
after
have
a while.
fucking fun, man.
That's
I already
it.
know. Like, let's just get over. Like, this is not gonna end well. I just know it's not gonna end
It's
well.
not.
Let's just get
It's
over
not.
it.
Look, fuck the mask. They don't do anything. If you want to take the thing, take the thing. If you don't. Let's just get back to normalcy. Because look, there's a 90% chance that everybody's probably gonna get fucking that shit. At one
I
point.
think an extremely deadly version is on the horizon. Extremely deadly.
Well-
You know why I think that?
Mm.
If there is an agenda the way I believe there is, there's no way it can go through right now. The resistance grows every day. People are waking up. They don't show it on the news. That's another thing. Ask yourself this. Why can't I see what's happening in Australia? Why isn't that put on the mainstream media? You see, when we were younger, you would see little blips of news from all around the world. No, we didn't have this fucking 2 hours back and forth opinion about one article, right? News talk. That didn't exist. Back in the day, it was, today, Mikhail Gorbachev said that Cuba, like, they would just tell you, this is what we saw, this is what we think, this is what, like, it was no opinion. It was just basically what they told us was facts.
Did you read about the UK? Their numbers are almost fucking zero. And you know how much of this they gave? Zero. You know what they did give? What Rogan took.
I know.
But you never hear about that, though.
No, you don't hear about Japan pulling back.
Japan?
3.5, if I'm not mistaken, doses.
Yeah.
3.5, and they found substance in there, metallic. So what I'm saying is that if you don't realize this by now, if you haven't taken a step back, if you don't realize that you cannot, don't trust us either.
No, just do your own research.
What we're saying is don't even trust us.
No.
Trust no one right now. We live in a time where you should trust no one.
But take 20 minutes,
Take
right back,
take
and
the
just read a little bit at a time.
and go into the wormhole
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's the fairest thing you can say. Say, listen, I don't need you to believe me. Here, I'm going to tell you this. Please just look yourself.
Right.
Use DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, don't use Google because
Okay?
you're not going to get
no,
what you
they're
want.
not going to
Yeah.
pump it. I know for a
Yeah.
fact. Listen, I'm so fucked right now. When you used to type in BEK, my name would pop up right away.
Yeah.
Now it does. You have to type my whole name on Instagram for it to pop up.
Yeah. That's what I know. I had trouble finding some of your shit.
They fucking buried me, but I don't even know why. Man, they must really fucking hate me. If there's a kill list, I'm definitely on it. McAfee, huh?
McAfee.
Fucking guy goes, I will not come. They fucking come on.
I
I mean, you can't make this shit up, dude.
know.
You can't make this shit up. It's like, you will do your best to protect the firm. It's like fucking, what was that movie with that?
He
other
didn't
fucking,
kill himself. He did. You think he killed himself?
Absolutely. I honestly think he's either
I think he's fucking crazy.
A, alive, B, they whacked him.
I think they whacked him.
Yeah, if I had to guess, whack.
Because look, he had tons of
Is she
information.
alive, man? Is she the kill switch?
That's the question.
Is GM, for those
Yeah.
of you that follow, her name rhymes with candy cane.
I thought she'd be whacked by now.
Her first name starts with a G and it rhymes with candy cane.
Back
and
to,
her
back
last
to
name,
Rhymer.
her last name starts with an M and it rhymes with Daxel.
Didn't you think she'd be gone by now?
Candy Lane Daxel.
I thought they'd wipe her out by now.
Could you imagine maybe like 6 months from now? This is the dream of those fucking people that really went off the farm with the whole fucking, one-letter crew.
Yeah.
Orange Jesus. Literally, they thought the man was Jesus. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys believe in a Messiah, right? Like, he doesn't have orange hair.
Yeah.
They literally, to that point of
No,
cult.
they did.
Like, they're still out there. Like, the past tells the future. Like, they're still out there, bro. Okay? But could you imagine, though, like 6 months from now, Tommy, you're in your living room. It's like 12:30 at night. You're scratching your left nut. All of a sudden, it's like this. You're watching some reruns of Seinfeld because that's when the world would seem normal.
Yeah.
This is an emergency broadcast system. And you just see fucking... They just start showing us videos. She's there. Fucking... There's mass execution. This is what these people thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They were hanging on. I think that was the biggest psyop ever. And I said it from day one. I said, this is a psyop.
Yeah.
Because it's a way to keep people's emotions down. This guy's going to save us. I don't have to do shit because we all want the easy way out. There is no way out of this thing without pain.
Right.
You willing to walk off your job. You willing to step out of that school. You willing to suffer collectively to get back your freedom.
And that's the only
And
way
the
it's gonna
best
happen.
weapon they have is to keep us divided for that to happen.
And they-
Because the only way we can win is together. So, and I'll finish it with this. Fuck, I forgot. But it's like, so I meet these three doctors, and if they're watching, doc, fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, I call them out. I don't care. I got these three doctors. They come to this kava place I drink in New York, Kava Sutra. Okay, what's cool is that the original one is right here. The first Kava Sutra, because I'm a fan of the non-alcoholic world. Kava is a root, comes from Asia, has a numbing effect, doesn't alter the brain. that lets you have a good time without fucking your brain up or destroying your life or waking up next to someone saying, what the fuck did I do last night, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, waking up, like, what was that with me, myself, and Irene? He goes, why is my ass hurt? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that ever
Or
happened.
like
They're going to kill me in the comments on
or
this.
the one with Cooper and the guy wakes up with no tooth. What was it called?
Hangover.
The Hangover.
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
about an Albanian bachelor party.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was mine.
Oh shit.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, you
See-
should have stayed with that.
Yeah.
You should have kept with that fucking.
So what upset me, and this is what's going on right now. You know why we are where we are? Nobody's willing to take the pain right now, man. Nobody's willing to do. There are people that are doing. They're walking off their job.
Right.
The problem is, I sat a doctor down. These three brothers, and I was like, what about the masks? They're like, they really don't work. I said, but how come you don't say it publicly? I'm not a doctor. They don't trust me like they trust you.
Right.
If I do, I can be disbarred. I lose my life. I'm like, so for your short-term gain, you're willing to bet our long-term destruction. Why won't you speak? And they were of Jewish descent. And I had to say it. It wasn't pleasant for me to say it to them. I have respect for them. My family was responsible for saving them during the Holocaust. But my family wouldn't have had to have saved them if people spoke out when it was time to speak out. So I said to them, I said, you three, millions of movies are made about the Holocaust. Never forget, right? You're fucking forgetting more than I am right now. I said, I'm not even Jewish. I said, I'm risking my political, my public, my work, everything I've risked to stand up for what's right now. And you won't, and you're a doctor, and you're telling me that I'm actually right?
And you're the one that they're going to listen to.
I said, and what happened last time people didn't speak? You ended up in ovens. Your people did. This time, maybe they won't. But the question is, what kind of a world are we going to live in?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people understand. I call this, what they're trying to impose, the digital Berlin Wall.
I'm with you.
That's what this is.
I agree with you, Beth.
So where the East and West Berliners, when they started putting those barbed wire, if they realized what life was going to be like behind that wall, they would have fought to the last person.
But they manipulated them and making them think that was for the better
They didn't
good.
put it up right away.
No.
They did it slow. So they got them used to first the little wire fence, then this, then that, and then fucking boom, the fucking wall came down, and then you run across with machine gun fire. If you got it.
Right. But you're right. They did it really, really slow.
Okay, they didn't do it right after the war.
No, they manipulated like this is for the greater good.
Yeah.
Then the second it's done, machine guns, fucking Mac 10, the whole fucking nine.
If those Germans on that other side of the wall knew what life was going to be like, they would have fought to the last person to stop that wall.
Yes, they would have.
That's the whole point. What's going up with this VP rhymes with Maxine and Matport, right?
Mm-hmm.
The system that they control, can you go inside, outside, based on if you took this, right? To understand that today it could be, just for this, what's the start in 5 years saying once a year every citizen in the U.S. must report for mental screening? If they don't like the way you think, they turn you the fuck off. They turn you off. Don't tell me they can't do that, because once you've surrendered that right, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Like you said.
It's that simple. And if you can't learn from history that when you give power, when have you ever given a right to a tyrant or to any leader that you've ever gotten back?
This is just
without
the
this.
beginning. It's just the beginning.
Never. You've never gotten back a right without having to go through significant pain. What I mean by pain is like, look at my family with
Death.
They had to die.
Let's just say it. Death.
They had to die.
Death and time.
I had a 5-year-old had his head chopped off.
Fuck.
Okay, the picture's on my Instagram, man. Go look at it. That's my fucking family. For the rights that you fucking morons are throwing away, you fucking should be ashamed of yourself.
Which Instagram do you have that on? Or?
This one, man.
Go to his Instagram.
Okay, so, these people don't get it, man. Like, you just my Instagram, my IG. Yeah, just
I got two up there.
Scroll down.
Is it this one or the other one?
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
What the hell is this?
This is your.
No, that's the comebacks.
Yeah, you want the other one.
Go down.
Okay.
Go down. Down. Keep going. More. You got a way to go. Just keep going. Keep scrolling. We're getting there. Keep going. A little bit more. Keep going. Just a little bit more. Come on. Slow. Don't go too fast here. Keep going. And keep going. There it is. Right there. Click on that picture up there. Okay? Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Click
Look,
that.
it's okay. That's me and my firstborn in front of my family, man. Those are all headstones. Those are tombstones.
That's all your family.
Okay, I lost him in one shot. Look at the kid in the background. He's only 5 years old, bro.
Having to look at that.
Okay? They had no way to protect themselves. They had no First Amendment. They had no Second Amendment.
Look at that row.
Massacred,
Holy
bro.
Fuck.
Okay? So what I'm trying to tell people
And
is
no
like,
motherfuckers can't even clean that fucker up and get the grass out of there?
no, but listen,
I'm sorry, that bothers me.
yeah, but
If that don't bother you, you're fucked up. People want to call us fucked up. If you look at that and you're not fucked up,
it ain't easy taking care of shit, man.